All right, girls. So we are talking about inviting tonight. Inviting is the foundation of our business. We cannot successfully grow a business as a coach without inviting prospects, family, friends, new followers from social media to join us in this business. Okay. We have to invite them. We have to connect with them one-on-one in order to grow a successful business. So I was going to ask, how do you feel about inviting? So just type in the chat box, like, when you think about inviting people to this opportunity, what feelings come to mind? Like, do you feel scared? Do you feel nervous? Excited? That's my girl. See? Excited. We are excited. I know that's not the reality for most coaches, though. So what are some things that kind of come to mind? Do you feel nervous to step outside of your comfort zone and invite? Yeah. Leanne just telling me what I want to hear. Yes. Do you feel intimidated? Do you feel like you're bothering people by connecting with them one-on-one because you're asking them to join you in this? Nervous, mostly because I'm still learning the ins and outs. Okay, so super real, right? Like those are all things that we all feel. And I still get scared and I still get nervous at times, but then I've learned to retrain my brain that I'm excited to share what an amazing opportunity this is with people rather than it be a fear or nervousness or anxiety or something like that. Okay. So my next question is, when you're in a challenge group and you see other women posting, you see other women sharing how they've overcome something, you see them celebrating their successes, you see them taking, even if it's the smallest step forward, like avoiding the donuts in the teacher's lounge or choosing water over pop. When you see those women sharing their celebrations and their steps forward in the group, how do you feel? What does that do for you internally when you see those things? You're excited for them, right? You're happy. What about when you share things in the group and people are celebrating with you and they comment on your post and they're like, yes, girl, way to get it done. Way to show up. Even though you came home from work and you were exhausted, way to make it happen. Like, it makes you feel good. Yes, it makes you proud. You're acknowledged. You're seen. Yes. Happy. You're excited. You're proud. It gives you that motivation and that fire in your belly to keep going, right? Why would we want to keep that from anyone else around us? Why would we let the fear or the nervousness or anxiety or the afraid of being a bother? You guys, when we let those things hold us back from inviting those around us to join us in a challenge group or to join our group as a coach, that's what we're depriving them of. We're depriving them of that amazing tribe of women, of that community that is going to love and support and empower them, right? So think about those things rather than think about the nervousness that you might have. That's not nervousness, it's excitement. Retrain your brain to see the beauty in it, the excitement, the good side, the what's going to help that person is that they get to be a part of that feeling proud, that feeling excited, that feeling acknowledged. That's huge, right? Because a lot of us are moms. We're just always doing for everyone else, and just to be heard or to be seen feels good, right? So remember that when you're going to invite somebody who's commented on your post, who's maybe asked you a couple questions, that when we're inviting them to experience that, okay? And I truly believe that that's going to help you to get over the nervousness and all the jitters that you may experience as a new coach, as a coach who feels stuck, as a coach who has always kind of skirted around inviting, because we have to break through that barrier to really help people, to get people involved, and to really inspire them to make changes, okay? So I wanted to share with you a couple keys to inviting, because there are obviously some things that we have to be doing as coaches on a regular basis so that when we do invite someone in a private message, they're not like, what is she talking about? We have to have that marriage between showing up on social media and living what we're preaching, right? And inviting someone on the backside so that they know what we're talking about. So the first key to success in inviting and growing your business is, are you committed to a program yourself? Are you working on yourself? You guys, that is the number one reason we joined this opportunity, is for ourselves. But we have to be working on us and using the programs, following the meal plans, using Shakeology, the performance line. We have to be doing all of those things in order to get results ourselves so that we're excited about it. So many times I hear coaches say, oh, I don't want to be a salesperson. Girl, you are not a salesperson if you're using the product and you love them, because you just openly share. It's like if you buy a pair of jeans that you love and they fit you perfectly in every way, and you're like, your friend says, oh, I hate going jean shopping because they gape here, but then they hug me too much here. And you're like, oh, girl, I found these jeans and I just absolutely love them. You've got to go try them. Here they are. Okay? If you're getting results with your program, if you are feeling more energetic, more excited, you're sleeping better, you are able to keep up with your kids, you're seeing the scale move, or your clothes are fitting better, all those things, you are going to naturally share with your friends and the people around you when they start asking you questions, or they start asking you for advice about nutrition. When you're diving into the certification programs that we offer as coaches, or into our nutrition in general, and you're learning, you're going to feel confident in sharing that with the people around you. So number one is, you have to be committed to your own journey. All the coaches that Meg has had since the beginning of the year, several coaches speaking to us leaders about how they've kind of gotten stuck in their business and how they have overcome and they've moved forward. And almost, I don't know every single one of them, but almost every single one of them has said that their business changed with one particular program because they got out of their own way and they got committed and they followed the program to a T. They stuck to the nutrition, they stuck to the workouts, and they got committed to their own journey, and that just overflowed into every aspect of their business. So if you are not committed to your own program, get committed. Pick something, okay? Pick something and start tomorrow. Figure out what your containers are. Figure out if you're doing 2B mindset. Follow the nutrition. That doesn't mean you're perfect. I'm not like sitting here trying to preach, because I am far from perfect, okay? But you got to stick with it as best you can, okay? And get focused on your goals. Okay, the next thing is, are you sharing daily? Okay, we need to be sharing at least once a day on our social media posts how we're feeling. Okay, I don't want you holding the Shakeology cup like this, or like you're kissing it, or something corny and weird like that, or you're holding your step up, because we don't want to brand Beachbody. They do a really good job branding themselves, but we need to share daily the lifestyle that we're living. Okay, maybe you're sharing your meal, like your lunch. You packed your lunch for work or whatever, and this is what you're sticking with because it's on your meal plan, and you planned ahead and you prepped over the weekend, and so this is what you're doing to help yourself stay on track. Or you got your workout in and you feel super energetic and you have the energy to get through your day. Okay, how do you feel when you're doing your workout? Not just a sweaty selfie after your workout. That's fine in the groups. But if you're sharing content, there needs to be substance to that content. Okay. There has to be a reason that you're sharing it. Sometimes if you're not really sure what to share or what to talk about, I will find like a motivational quote that speaks to me that day, and I will kind of make my post off of that. Or I might even share the quote and then say how that helped me through the day, or why I connected with that quote for the day. But making sure that you're sharing that you are living the lifestyle that you're offering to people, okay? Which is really easy to do when you're what? Committed to your own journey and you're staying on track with your own goals, okay? The next thing is, are you connecting with friends and followers daily? Now, this could be done in a million different ways. And we are not going to go into every single little way that you can do this. But you guys, there are such simple ways to connect with new people every single day, or just with followers. Happy birthdays. Easiest one in the book is to, instead of put happy birthday on somebody's wall, private message. I don't do it for guys, but private message your girlfriends who follow you on Facebook and say, hey girl, happy birthday. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. Do you have any fun plans for the day? Super simple, right? You're taking 2 seconds of your day to wish them happy birthday and leave a question so that you can start some conversation back and forth. Okay? So connect with people who are engaging on your posts or who like your posts. Just say, hey girl, I saw that you liked my post the other day. Thank you so much for the love. How have you been? I haven't talked to you in forever. It doesn't have to be Beachbody or nutrition or fitness. It's just, we are in the business of building relationships. So connect, build those friendships, have conversations. It's the same thing as if you saw that person at the grocery store. You want to say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach now. You want to join my challenge group? No. You'd go up and say, hey girl, like, how are things going? Married, kids, whatever. Like, how is life? What are you doing now? Conversation, okay? Don't overthink it. Don't think that because you're behind the computer that you can't just have human being conversation, adult conversation, okay? The next one is, are you adding to your list daily? Because I'll be honest, this is the one I really struggled with when I first started coaching, because I was like, oh, I have like, whatever, 500 friends or whatever it was at the time. That's going to take me a long time to go through all those people. Well, let's be honest. Not all those people are in my tribe. Some of them are men, so they're not somebody I'm going to start a one-on-one conversation with, right? So we need to make sure that we're going out and we're connecting with new people every day. You can do that through your Facebook list. I don't use the suggested, because the suggested is usually a lot of other MLM people. I haven't had good luck with that, but I will go to friends of friends lists and add a couple. I only do 3 from each friend. I have a video on that. I don't know if Leanne does too, but I have a video where I specifically teach how I do that. And for the sake of keeping this call somewhat timely, I'm not going to go into that in real detail. And then Instagram, you guys, going and finding new followers through hashtags, through really big business pages of like, for me, like I follow Joanna Gaines because I'm really getting into like the farmhouse look and decor and stuff. So I will go through the people who follow her and find other women who I think I would connect with, right? So when you're in Instagram and you're looking through hashtags, don't get discouraged by the big accounts, because if they're not coaches, they're probably your tribe. So go to their followers and start looking through their list and just start following new people, okay? But we have to engage with more people and make impact on more people by adding new friends to our list every day, okay? So the first 4 things I just talked about, your own, doing your own journey, sharing it daily, connecting with new friends every day, adding to our list every day. All 4 of those things come from the Success Tracker, right? All of those things are on the Success Club Tracker, along with other things. But that is money. Like, follow that guideline. There's no other to-do list that I can give you that's going to be like, here's the secret sauce. This is the perfect one to do. You guys, that tells you everything, what to start working towards and to do every single day, how much time you should be focusing on it every single day to build a successful business. Like, it's laid out for you. But if you just print it off and it sits on your desk, it's not going to happen, right? We have to actually do those things to make our business work. Okay, so make sure that you have that Success Club Tracker and you're using that and you're checking those things off, because that's what's going to help you to grow your business. And the last thing I had about keys to inviting or tips for inviting is detach yourself from the outcome. Okay, we can't take it personally if somebody isn't ready, right? We can't have all of our eggs in one basket and be totally invested in one person. I get there are some people who you really want to make change in their life, and it's usually the people who are closest to you, and they will if you keep moving forward and you keep working on yourself and leading by example, okay? They have to be ready on their own terms. When somebody says no, it's no, not right now. So detach yourself from the outcome or allowing yourself to feel disappointed if they do say no. Okay. Because we all hear it. It's not just you. It's not just new coaches. It's not just, it's not any one person. Every single person hears no. Meg shared when they were in Florida, and I don't know if Kim, if you know, but Meg is a 6-figure earner. Almost, she is like right under 7 figures. Has been a coach for 9 years, and she hadn't hit Success Club in the first 2 weeks of the month. Everybody hears no's. Like, we all start at 0 on the first of the month, and we all have to work our way back up every single month. Okay. So don't think that other coaches don't hear no and that it's just you. Detach yourself from the outcome and keep following up with that person. Follow up, build that relationship, build that trust, and be a problem solver. Like, send them maybe a recipe that you found helpful, or share Clean Week with them, because Clean Week is free. It gives them a week of a meal plan. It gives them recipes, and it gives them a full week of workouts that they can stream on their computer. And it gives them an idea of what we're doing, right? It allows them to see what we're doing in our groups. It allows them to see how BOD works, and gives them a little bit of a taste of what they would be investing in when they're ready. So allow things to happen naturally. Looks like Leanne probably lost her internet because she's getting, power just went out. So she has no Wi-Fi. So what I was going to do now is I would love for us to set up a call to action. Now, a call to action post is where we are asking, we're basically inviting our followers to join us either in a challenge group or in coaching. Now, things have changed a little bit, not so much on Instagram, but as far as Facebook. And I actually, another coach had shared about this, so I implemented it, and just to see if it were true and like what happened when I did it. We can't use trigger words on Facebook anymore, like join or coach, or we need to be careful with like weight loss, challenge group, coaching. Those are just some words that, like, Facebook algorithms will pick up and they kill your post because they know that those words are trying to promote something as a business. So what we want to do is try and avoid using those trigger words. And I really quickly will pull up my post. Let's see, I'm going to screen share. And it didn't get a huge amount of likes on it, but it did better than one that I had done previously where I had used some of those trigger words. Another one that they're kind of cracking down on is using side-by-sides with those kind of trigger words, because they know that you're trying to promote a business. So it's not that we can't still be successful on Facebook. It's just we have to adjust our sales a little bit. It's not the end of the world. So I think it might have been this one. So I was talking about coaching here. Never once said coaching, never once said join. Just says, God, less than 30 days until I get to see this rock star and some of my faves in the world. Never did I imagine that simply working on my wellness would lead us to all the amazing places it has in life. We've been able to experience so much more in life and so much more leisure and happiness. Wouldn't it be fun to get gifted a 5-day cruise for your family? Wouldn't it be even better to know that you have earned that trip because you inspired lives around you to live their best life? Amazing things are possible if we simply look outside the box. Want to go with us next year? We're heading to Punta Cana in 2020. So then I put what the details were in the first comment along with my form. So it brought it all together by saying the new coach mentorship starts March 4th. If I would have put that in my post, it probably would have been killed. Does that make sense? They would have just, Facebook algorithms would have grabbed it and they would hit it from the news feed. So that is an example of one where I took out some of those trigger words. While I have this up, I love this photo, and PJ will make fun of me for saying that. But another thing here, product placement. I did that intentionally. I was actually trying to take a picture with my Energize alone, and she jumped up to give me a hug. So it worked out, and I made the post about her, but there's still product here that's curiosity marketing. What are you using? What are you doing? Okay, does that make sense? So what we're going to do, this might have been, okay, so this was another one that I took out a lot of those keywords. I do have a side-by-side, but I just put, will you rewrite your next chapter? Instead of saying, are you ready to join me? Or our new challenge group. We used to be able to do that. We used to be able to put, our next challenge group starts on, March 4th. Comment below if you're ready to join us, or comment below if you're ready for change, or something like that. And we just can't anymore. So it's just tweaking the words a little bit and being aware of what is going to allow people to see your posts. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea. I'm going to stop my share. Now I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to create a post as well. We're going to do it live together. And what I would love for you to do is create a post. You can use a side-by-side. You can use, I encourage you to use like a good, clear photo of you smiling and something that you can really see your face, so that people connect with you, okay? If it's a really far away picture and it's not good lighting and it's not a good, clear picture, it's not gonna grab people's attention, especially on Instagram. So I want you to think about a good, clear picture that we can use for tonight's post. This is what we're going to talk about in the post, and you can use your own wording. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to say. I'm just going to give you some ideas. So it's going to be, where were you before Beachbody? We're not going to use the word Beachbody, but where were you before? Like, what was life like before you joined a challenge group, or you joined coaching, or you joined using the programs? What has changed? Okay, we have to use that leap. Like, what has changed? Are you now following a program, or maybe you're going to talk about how you're in this group of women who love and support you, and that you are supported, and you have accountability. It just depends on what has changed for you, where you're going to take that. But then you're going to talk about what has changed, where are you now, and where are you going? Okay, so it's where you were, what has changed, and it only has to be a couple sentences. Like, we don't want to write a biography, because think about when people are, like, you're reading other people's posts, you don't want to open this really long post. And I encourage you to break the content up in 2 to 3 sentences max per paragraph, so it's easy, people can easily scan it, rather than it being like 4 or 5 sentences in one block. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, Kimberly, since it's just you and me, I was going to set the timer for like 8 minutes, because it takes a little bit of time to craft your words. I will set it for 8 minutes, and we'll just kind of go off of when you and I are both done, and then I will share the last part of it, and we'll wrap it up. Okay. What's up, dude? I can't hear you. Oh, well, you've got your earbuds and I'll say you're unmuted now.
You could say hi.
Hi.
What's up, Vinster? He's like,
She said, "What's up?" Okay, go in your room. I'll be in there in a few minutes.
Mom?
It's Keiston's mom. Keiston and Beckett's mom. You're upside down. Get up. Stop. Stop now. Oh, nope. Not today. Okay, go.
Tomorrow?
Bryce, go.
Okay. Hi, okay?
Okay, she saw you. She said hi. Stop. Okay, go. Enough.
Why are you guys talking together? Hey,
Bryce.
Is she the boss?
She's the boss. She is the boss.
Sorry. Sorry, boss.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead. I'll be in there in a minute.
Oh my god, they're too funny.
I want to do my own boss. Then I won't have to go to my job at Kroger.
Yes. Okay, I'm just finishing this up. Okay, so I'm going to read to you. There may be typos because I'm not really done yet, but I'll kind of give you an idea, and for the girls who listen to the playback, what I put. So I just put up a black and white picture of myself. Oh, my phone's like frozen. Okay, there it goes. I said, who is that girl? That girl is the person I have fought for the last 7 years. That girl is the person I have fought the last 7 years for. A girl who never felt good enough, like she fit in or like she really mattered. I can remember in school always trying to fit in, but I just didn't. I was too heavy. I wore glasses. I wasn't a cheerleader. I just wasn't ever good enough. Never fitting in very well, I started to turn bitter, judgmental, and very negative. It wasn't until I started to work on me that things started to change. When I decided I loved me and didn't, and when I decided I loved me, their opinion didn't matter. When I felt strong and confident for my workouts, I didn't care. And when I learned about mindset, my entire world changed. I am still the same woman in a sense, but the outside and maybe more importantly, the inside has changed so much to be a better me. The moment we start living for us is the moment we start pouring life and love into those around us. If you don't see it yet, girlfriend, know I see you and I believe in you. So that will be my post. We'll have to edit it a bit now that I read through it and saw some things that I will tweak a little bit. So what I will do is I will post something like that, okay? And then I'm going to copy. I actually sent this in our group text the other day, but I'm going to copy and paste. So if you want to, into the chats, if you want to paste this onto your computer. So what I will do then tomorrow is, let's say that has however many likes, even if nobody comments, I will go through and message all those people who like that post and just say something along the lines of, hey, and I use their name. How was your weekend, girlfriend? Did you guys do anything fun? And you don't have to say girlfriend. I used to say love. I used to say doll, and for whatever reason, I'm on this girlfriend kick. So it's just my verbiage, but you don't have to use that same thing. I hope you don't mind me reaching out. I wanted to thank you so much for your love on my post last night. I see your support, and I want you to know I appreciate you. Have you ever thought about joining us girls for a group yourself? Now, I might say for a wellness group or something like that and tweak it a little bit. Because you're a newer coach, you could put something like, I see your support and I want you to know I appreciate you. It's not always easy to put myself out there because I'm just starting this journey, but I want you to know that I appreciate you. And then say something like, are you working towards any wellness goals yourself, or have you ever thought about starting a wellness journey? Just a couple different ways that you can change the wording and that's an invite. Like, it doesn't have to be, hey, do you want to do a challenge group and buy Beachbody? It can just be like, are you working or are you wanting to work towards any wellness goals or towards any health and fitness goals, or however you want to word it yourself. But that would be an invite, so that anything that's planting the seed or starting that conversation towards health and fitness is considered an invite. Or planting the seed or starting the conversation towards coaching for people who are already into health and fitness. Those count as invites. So that is something I use very, very regularly. So that's all I had for tonight. Do you have any questions that you can think of?
No, I don't. I'm good. I wrote a little post while we were, working on it that I have to find a picture to put with it, but
that's all right. Put it out there. You've had a couple good ones lately. I'm like, dang girl. I like that one I used for the shout out. I love that picture of you. You have a couple really good ones you've put up lately. They're good, they have that good lighting and they're nice and clear and.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. No, you're good.
Oh, okay. I thought I was cutting you off. All right, girlfriend. I appreciate you being on. I know that it's crazy hectic and you get to go back to work tomorrow. Sending you love. I will be up with you in the morning. All right, girlie. Well, enjoy the rest of your night. Tell those boys good night, and I will talk to you later.
Thanks.
All right, bye.